he gonna break the teener mark? Oh yeah, way over the teener mark.
Hey guys, I'm Dieter Melhorn. I got a tank full of summertime catfish candy, bluegill. I'm gonna put them to work, see if they can put some catfish in the boat. Well, here's the plan, guys. I got out here on a Sunday morning. It's a little bit later than I wanted to. I thought we were gonna have some storms, but we didn't. It was cloudy when I got here. I was thinking, man, I'm gonna have the place to myself. Some boats have started showing up. They were pulling some water first thing this morning, which is kind of odd for us on a weekend. So my original plan was to go do some drifting, and kind of a little northeast wind, so some good areas to do some long drifts, just to see what the fish are doing. But when I saw the water was moving, I decided to go to a spot, put the anchors out, and do some anchoring while the water's moving, and make some adjustments. So that's my plan first: go hit a place, put some baits out, anchor up, and just see what's happening.
Got one going right there, right there, right there, right there. I saw it get tickled a minute ago. I'll call it a little tickle, something bit on it. Boom. Got it that time. I'm anchored up. Didn't know what I was gonna do this morning. If I was gonna drift or anchor. Decided to anchor up. Looked like there was a little water moving, not much though. Got it right here on the channel edge. It's a Sunday morning. Not much boat traffic yet, but it's coming. It's good blue. Good looking fish. Easy. Easy. What's that? Gonna be about 10 pounds. Yep. Nice fish. Might be eating some mussels. Got that old inverted bow thing going on there. Sticking out. His butt sticking out. Fish. Trying to see. Sometimes you can lay these things down. If you rub their belly, you can feel mussels. I don't really feel any in that one. They've been eating a lot of mussels. You can feel them. Get that one released.
Now, I like doing these videos on fishing with bluegill because it's an relatively easily accessible bait for most people, especially people that are new to catching catfish, trying to chase big catfish, and trying to maybe move up from using some of the store-bought baits and go with you know, either live bait or cut bait that you're getting out of the waterway and the areas that you're fishing. So bluegill is a good one to go with. Make sure it's legal where you're at. It's not legal in every state. Most places it is legal, as long as you catch them on rod and reel. Some places you can cast net them. Check your laws. You can't do that anywhere here in the areas that I fish, but if you catch them on rod and reel, they're legal to use.
I think there's something on this reel. Yes, there he is. There is a fish. Small fish. Got a north wind, so came right here to this area where it's a straight stretch to north to south river, just to drift with the wind. Got a small drift sock out. Got my trolling motor down just to kind of keep the boat attitude right. The wind's not that bad, probably 5 miles an hour. Starting to get some boat traffic. It's probably gonna get worse here. It is a Sunday afternoon, so nice eater-sized blue cat. It's a good fish. Good healthy blues. It's got some old bite marks on the back of it. Female. What's coming out of it? Pooping out something. Yeah, back alive. Why do I look at the catfish poop? Well, if they're pooping out mussels, gives you a good clue of what you're eating. If they're pooping out corn, gives you a good clue that somebody's got the place chummed up. So that's kind of the reason.
I'm doing a little bit of prospecting in some areas that hold flatheads. I'm wanting to catch flatheads. I'm wanting to fish for them, but it's still mid-June when this is being shot, and it's not really prime flathead time yet. It's getting there. I got a feeling it's going to be like a light switch this year, and I got a feeling it's going to happen kind of quickly. And so I'm hoping here another week or so, but I'm doing some prospecting just in case. We've had such weird weather this year with temperatures and floods that I'm putting some baits out, putting some live bluegill out, just to see if there are any flatheads that are done with the heeing and sheeing and ready to eat.
Got another small one. I think I'm coming up out of the river channel on this drift here. Definitely more productive so far than anchoring was. It's just that time of year, man. It's tough. You got to be patient. You got to love to fish. You got to love to fish when it's a struggle like this. PC. Cute little channel. Hello world. I just try to keep it in perspective. You know, if there's people that wish they were fishing, people wish they had a boat, people wish they could just catch a catfish. Some people just wish they could go fishing, have a place to fish. So I'm blessed. I love being out here, and I can wait for the big ones to start biting. Boom, there goes one. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Oh, he's taking some line. Taking some line on that Ancient Mariner. One thing I like about this reel, it's got the smoothest drag. That drag's pretty tight too. Loosen up a little bit there. It's a good fish. It's a good fish. What am I? About 15 feet of water. I've come up out of the river channel here where I'm fishing. Up onto the, still kind of bumping right along the channel, just seeing what we can get on here. I don't know if they've turned on water or I'm pulling lines. Something's kind of funky here with all the lines. There he is. Oh, he's in another line. Okay. I just noticed that line going off. Oh, stay there. There you go. There you go. It's a good fish. It's a good fish. Let it burp up real quick. Work it over here. It's a good one. It's a very nice fish. Very nice blue cat. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, my bogus hunt. There we go. It's a good fish. Easy. Easy. You unraveled here. There we go. Should roll that hook out without any problem. Good looking blue. What's that one gonna weigh? Is he gonna break the teener mark? Oh yeah. Way over the teener mark. Nice fish. Just shot up there in the sun. Good fish. Got some of those head wounds. Looks like a male. Got some bite marks. Torn up tail back here. Yeah. Good looking fish. A lot of dark color. Yes, good fish. Get it back alive.
Yeah, generally I'm not a big fan of coming out here and on the weekends, but I was hoping the storms would keep people run off. It's not crowded yet. It's probably going to get worse, but it is what it is. It's summertime. You can still catch fish. I think the boat traffic plays a part, but with that said, I've got a video from a couple of years ago where I was out here on July 4th, probably about this time of day. It was packed with boats, and I caught a 50-pound blue cat in the middle of all of it. So you can still catch them. It's not ideal. It's aggravating. It's really aggravating when you're anchored up. It's one of the reasons a lot of times if I'm going to be out here fishing on a busy weekend, it's the only time I've got to fish, or you're fishing a tournament, I'm going to be drifting. It's just I can deal with the wake and everything a lot better. Just drifting. It's a mental thing probably more than anything. But so you know, the same applies when I'm out here fun fishing. I would just as soon be drifting and dragging baits than to try to anchor up, because it gets very, very aggravating with all the boat traffic. But I'm gonna make this pull a little bit further. Getting bit. I think I've caught 4 fish on this drift, so it's definitely more productive than anchoring up right now where I'm at. So no real monsters, but I think this is probably my best chance of hitting one in the head that's gonna eat.
Fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Wind's laying down, just got a nice little light breeze out of the north. It's the one that stretches the river, that's perfect for drifting when it's a southerly wind or a northerly wind. Nice straight shoot through here, it's easy drifting. Covering some water, we ain't on no big ones, ain't no big fish in here. Matter of fact, they may be shrinking in size looking at this one. Look at that little sucker. Easy. Aggressive, aren't you? Yeah. Not nice when they're mean. If I only knew how nice I was. The young ones don't. That's just it. The young ones have never been caught by me. The big ones have. They need to be nice. Just relax. Just lay back. Relax. They're gonna let us go. Let us go. Let us swim. Let's go fishing. Go guys, got a little brim head hooked up there. Got them on Santi rigs, man. I got away from the boat traffic. Made a little boat ride into some mud and nasty water, thinking that the weekend warriors wouldn't be here. And I was right. Got a little fillet on there. I gotta get through the meat, through the skin. Boom. Got some mud and we got some current. So it's a pretty good combination up here. We had some rain last night. That one needs to be cleaned. These daunting gear. Boom. Another one here. Bait hooked right through there. Nice little fillet off one of those bluegill. Here. Bam. Got one more there, good one. What I'll do is I'll fillet a side off, use that for a bait, come back over here, fillet another side off, 2 baits, put that head on something. We are good to go fishing. 6 rods in the water, a little bit of current. We're gonna catch a fish. We got to catch a fish up here. Got to catch a fish. Another fillet on there. Nice. Bam. Bam.
Now some of you may wonder about freezing bluegill or putting them on ice or something like that. If you don't have a way to keep them alive, obviously keeping them on ice is probably your first step as the best way to do it. And then freezing, as usual with freezing fish, just make sure you get the container airtight. If you have a vacuum sealer, use that to get all the air out. That just really helps with freezer burn. And Put it into a cold freezer, and what I mean by that is one that is dialed down as low as it will go. You don't want one that's 26, 27 degrees. The colder the air you can put it into, the quicker it will freeze. And when you do that, you have smaller ice crystals, which helps prevent some of the meat getting broken apart and that kind of stuff. So yeah, get it frozen as quickly as possible, which a lot of times means keeping some air around it. If you've got an empty shelf in there where the cold air can circulate around it, that will help if you need to freeze your bluegill to use later.
Boom, just got here and got hooked up. Got one, hit it in the shallow. It's heading to deep water, trying to get it turned before it gets to an anchor. Boom, there he is. Did he make the anchor? Dang it, he did clear the anchor. Got one of my buddies, if you've ever seen my video of where I put the catfish fin through my finger, this is the guy whose boat I went to at his house. It was on his dock, and he had the first aid stuff for my finger. Stay down.
Got a good one?
Nah, about 12 pounds. Y'all heading to the sandbar? Y'all be the only ones there, won't you? There he is. If you look right over there, he is the man who saved my finger. Don't need the pliers. It's good to have friends on the water. There it is. See you, man. Come off there. That one's got a tangled mess. Let's see if I can do this the easy way. Easy, girl. Try to get all this off you. There we go. Now we got it clear. Good fish. Good fish, good blue. Make a little noise. Back alive. Yeah, I'll put a little ping up above with a link to the video. I put a catfish fin through my finger. Had to cut it off with a pair of rig wrap scissors. And anyway, I didn't have any antibiotic stuff on my boat, so I texted him. He wasn't home, but he said, hey man, go to my boat. Told me where his first aid kit was, and went on there and got his first aid stuff and got it cleaned out, and yeah, pretty cool. Well, no, it wasn't pretty cool, but it was very nice that he did it. I think I got another one up shallow. Let's see if it stayed hooked up. I don't know if it did. Yeah, bam. Small fish. Got a little mix of water here. Got a little halfway deep, 12, 14 feet. And I've got some 1-2 feet water. So got them spread out. Hoping maybe some of the bigger fish will be around some of this little deeper cut. Definitely gonna have some smaller ones like this one around shallow stuff. Oh, bluegill, 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 bluegill. They love it. Good old bluegill. Back alive. Let's try this one first. Boom, he's there. Got him hooked up. Did he stay button? Feels like it. Feels like it. Coming at the boat. Probably a channel cat. It's a bunch of channel cats up here roaming around. Nope, this looks like a blue from the top. Let's see what we got. It's a blue cat. Oh, it'd be a good eater. Man, if I was keeping some to eat. It's a funny looking sore on that thing. It's interesting. Looking blue catfish. Be a perfect eater if you's wanting one to eat. But he gets to go back. Got one taking off on the shallow side. It's the only fish I've caught have been on the shallow side. That one come up to the top. Everything's been shallow, nothing in the deeper ditch. It must be up there feeding is all I can think. A little bit of current. We had some good rain last night, and this arm gets a lot of pretty good spike every time there's a good rain. Get this one up. Might be a decent fish. We ain't got us a monster today, but a couple of decent ones. I think this one may be, oh, a decent fish. Yes, sir. And excited to be here, blue cat. Looks like a beat up male. You see. Easy. Look out of there. It's good when you start seeing these 10, 12, 13 pound fish showing up. It usually means some of the hen and sheeing is coming to an end. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and here are a couple of more videos that I think you're going to like.